together. We change the world.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Theo here with a should you pull tier list for the month of July. This tier list is just my opinion and is not a measure of character strength. Team building is the core of this game and we can make any unit work when properly set up. If you have a favorite, always go for them. First of all, shout out to my newest tier 1 member, Hamatolos. I hope I read that right. Thank you for your support, it means a lot. And wow, what a live stream we just had. This is going to be an exciting month, especially for me. There are 2 unknown banners from the live stream. One for an unknown intersecting wheels. This can be anyone, so I won't include this event in this tier list. And the other is for 6 Warrior Quest Area 7 fight that is more than likely to feature Kistis. So I'll put her in this batch. Let's get started right away with Area 6, featuring Yuffie and Yuri. Yuffie's FR comes with the following conditions: break or attack a broken target, and target has debuffs, for up to plus 80% on Yuffie's own turn or plus 60% on her ally's turn. The FR attack itself has buff steal and inflicts 8 debuffs, so it's easy to get maximum bonus right off the bat. It's a strong primary force time if you're planning to use Yuffie's BT phase, otherwise it's better off as Echo because 60% uptick is below average. With her BT active, debuffs inflicted by Yuffie will not decrease in duration, and it also unlocks a powerful HP attack for her. With her BT, Yuffie's role is now a damage dealer. That special HP attack is stronger than Rinoa's Ultima, which is arguably the strongest spammable attack in DFFOO up to this day. And unlike Rinoa's split type damage, Yuffie's version is a full AoE damage. We will want to enter Yuffie's BT phase, especially during force time. Her kit comes with a lot of utilities: buff steal, debuff cleanse, buff and brave game prevention, and also dispel. These are all situationally useful. Yuffie comes with 10 debuffs, 2 frame 1 and 8 unframed debuffs. It can be awkward to pair her with units that rely on unframed debuffs because she can easily override them. Her only con is that her BT duration is quite awkward at 6 turn, considering she is someone that you will want to enter BT phase with. But it's okay to just ignore this and do the usual BT into 2 FR Echo and just enter BT phase with 4 turn left. You can use the first 4 turn to spam her special HP attack and then just use LD and FR for the final 2 turns. Yuffie goes into the You Decide tier. As with any other DPS, her damage output will vary depending on your account, especially Ultima weapon. If you don't plan to invest in a throwing type Ultima weapon, then skip her, but if you do have throwing max, then Yuffie is going to do great damage. Next up, we have a rework for Yuri. His FR condition is HP regen for plus 45% and use a holy ability. This includes often attacks for plus 5% per tick or plus 25% if it's Yuri's attacks. It's quite strong as primary force time for off-turn teams. With his BT active, Yuri inflicts 100% hit rate down on enemies, meaning all enemy attacks will miss unless they are guaranteed hits. This is an especially powerful effect because it's tied to Yuri's BT, meaning the condition is always active regardless of enemy's ability to cleanse or dispel. Yuri also has gravity base shift tied to some of his attacks. This can be situationally useful, especially in fights with high amount of brave gains. Yuri does enchant the party with holy, so this can be good or bad depending on elemental lockouts. Yuri can do reasonable damage, but this does require some familiarity over his ring lock debuff stacks. Yuri also goes into the You Decide tier. The blind from his BT is arguably the most attractive feature from his kit. If you like it, it's a good enough reason to pull. Next event is what I'm most excited with, Lightning's Intersecting Wheels, featuring a new FR for Lightning and a BT for Beatrix. Starting with Lightning, her FR comes with the following conditions: use a Thunder ability and inflict break or attack a broken target for a total of plus 75% HP damage bonus per turn. Her FR comes with a bonus of Party Thunder Enchant and plus 30% HP damage and HP damage limit up when used as a primary force time. This is quite good as primary force time because of its generic condition and strong bonuses. Her BT is reworked to fill her EX gauge to max whenever she breaks a target. With this new BT effect, Lightning cements herself as a single target damage monster yet again. She can delay enemies consistently on her own through re-breaks and EX. Her kit is locked to Thunder. Like all other elements, this can be situational. Her high speed and consecutive turns can also be a double-edged sword, especially during force time. And to make matters worse, Lightning has the most unpredictable turn jump in DFFOO because the turn bar does not accurately reflect her next turn, especially when using her base skill. But this turn jumping isn't an issue with her BT active because we will be spamming her EX. Lightning goes into the U Decide tier. Like other DPS, her performance will vary depending on your Ultima weapon. She's a sword user, so it's a fairly common Ultima weapon type. Next, we have Beatrix with the following FR condition. Plus 40% when the party has at least 12 buffs, and plus 5% when using a Thunder ability, with Beatrix herself getting plus 15%. This includes off-turn attacks. This comes with a bonus of plus 20% HP damage and HP damage limit up when used as a primary force time. This is a good FR as primary in off-turn teams. With her BT active, Beatrix's buff duration will not decrease, and this includes the Holy Knight safeguard, meaning the party will be completely safe from HP damage as long as her BT is active in conjunction with Holy Knight safeguard, and this is on top of her already potent defensive auras. Her LD and counter-attack also ignores defense, and both of them can dispel, with LD being a full dispel and Rose Petal counter with a single buff dispel. She fits easily into any off-turn teams because her counter can trigger whenever any ally gets damage. She comes with a party Thunder enchant, so watch out for elemental lockouts. Another character in the U Decide tier. If off-turn is your jam, then Beatrix is a powerful addition. Next up, we have Ifrit Spiritus event featuring Braska and Ace. Braska gets an upgraded FR with easy conditions. Use a fire ability and be at max HP for plus 70% HP damage bonus per turn. It's completely average and generic, and it's a reasonable FR to use F primary if you don't have anything else better. His BT unlocks a follow-up attack after any of Braska's action, including Curaga. He will fire Jack Beam whenever his turn ends, as long as that BT effect is active. Braska is a gauge charger and a support character, now with reasonably good damage, and this might just be the theme going forward for most support characters. With 8-turn BT, unlike Yuffie, it's easier to set up for a powerful damage phase with Braska. He is locked to fire, so again watch out for elemental lockouts. Braska is another U Decide. If you missed out on Charlotta or Iris and needs a gauge charger that has an echo, then Braska is a solid choice. Next up is Ace, with the following FR condition. Plus 5% when using a magic ability, often attacks included, and plus 40% with an active level base buff or overhead. This is an OK-ish FR if used in a magic-based off-turn team. Ace is a damage dealer with a trap that can trigger every field action. His FR ability can also apply his trap debuff, so it's possible for Ace to just press his strong buttons throughout force time and easily reapply his traps. His BT effect lasts for 8 turns, but upon expiry, he will unleash an extremely powerful AoE attack. But without proper planning, it can be hard to effectively time this attack during force time. Unfortunately, I have to place Ace in safe skip. At the end of the day, other better off-turn options exist for both offensive and defensive style team comps. Ace lacks the extra utility commonly found in other off-turn characters. The next event is an unknown intersecting wheels, so I'll be skipping that, and jump to 6 Warrior Quest Area 7 featuring Christis. Her FR comes with the following conditions. Battery another ally and delay target for up to plus 75% HP damage bonus per turn. I'm not a big fan of battery conditions, so I would suggest using this FR only as an echo, unless your team is built with characters that can battery consistently. Her BT allows the party to delay the enemy by 1 turn, and these delays will bypass any immunity. Quistis is a very effective support unit. Her auras alone are enough to sustain a party with 2 other DPS, and she naturally fits well in a rushdown team. The bosses will never get a turn with Quistis around. She's also placed in the You Decide tier. If you are looking to deny enemy turns, then she's your girl. Having a whip weapon type is a drawback, but at the end of the day, she's a support character and she can function just fine without an Ultima weapon. Last but certainly not least, we have Astos. The King of Dark Elves has an FR with the following conditions. Use a magic ability and have an active overhead buff for a total of plus 70% HP damage bonus per turn. It comes with a bonus of 50% HP damage up when used as primary force time. It's a reasonably strong FR, especially when paired with Astos' BT phase, because HP damage up is an important stat for him. His BT allows him to deal uncapped damage, and this is an extremely broken mechanic. With the correct setup, Astos can do 1 million HP damage per dump. All you need to do is activate his BT plus, while stacking as much HP damage and max brave up as possible and watch him go to town. This puts Astos in the Theo approved tier. If you want to play the game on easy mode, pull on Astos. Even if you are not interested in him, he can be a good pocket character to have in case of hard events or any surprise lockout events. My pull plan for the month. This is a crazy month for sure. I imagine this schedule shift have messed up a lot of people's pull plan. Crossing off the obvious first, I'll be jamming for Lightning's FR and hope I get Beatrix BT along the way. I also have a soft spot for Braska, so I might just token his BT. Astos will definitely get my gems. I like Stranger of Paradise, but even though I don't plan on using him much, he's a good pocket character to have. And that's it for the tier list. How do you feel about the schedule shift? Let me know in the comments. If there's anything you disagree with, let me know as well. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!